And right now, insiders in the government are controlling our government spending, and they're doing it for their own benefit.
Tonight at 9, Governor Rauner hasn't lost any of his bite since proposing his turnaround agenda just weeks after taking office. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Paul Cicchini. Maria Chandler has the night off. The governor sat down with Fox 43 today for the first time since taking office. Fox 43's Matt Porter asked the governor to explain the billions of dollars in cuts he's proposed. Matt joins us live now from Springfield. So, Matt, what else did Governor Rauner say?
Well, what he said didn't sound too different from how Bruce Rauner sounded during the campaign. Now, as we approach his 100th day in office, Bruce Rauner continues to echo that trimming government and union influence is the way to solve Illinois' fiscal crisis.
We've got to shake up and break up that system so that the money isn't wasted by excessive bureaucracy and it goes to support our social services and to help our homeowners and our school children.
Since Bruce Rauner debuted his turnaround agenda, the first time politicians said fixing Illinois is about pulling back on costs to businesses and reducing state spending overall. The governor said Illinois can't tax its way out of its $6 billion deficit.
Those states have high property tax like us, high sales tax like us, and they've put in high graduated income tax. You know what? New Jersey can't pay their pensions. Connecticut can't barely pay their pensions.
But whether Rauner can force his plan on a Democrat-controlled legislature is questionable. Rauner said he learned the difficulties of governing during the 2015 shortfall debate.
It was just me. We would have all got in a room and locked the doors and ordered in some pizzas and not left until we got it done. The reality is we got to bring the caucuses along. They have to sell their members.
Even conservatives in downstate cities and towns doubt Rauner's plan to reduce their sales tax revenue to prop up the state. Rauner's answer?
Help us get the structural reform done. Help us get the turnaround agenda done. That will free up money from the state so we can put that in and we won't have to have as deep a cuts.
Well, Governor Rauner says he's very optimistic about coming into an agreement by the May 31st deadline, but the freshman politician could be in for a rude awakening as the legislature begins to craft their own budget.
So, Matt, has there been any hint from lawmakers about what this debate will be like?
Well, not really. One thing we do know for sure is this is the first time in years lawmakers from both sides of the aisle will have to come together to agree on a budget. We should expect fireworks as we approach that May 31st deadline and probably as we potentially pass it. Live here in Springfield, Matt Porter, Fox 43, News at 9.
All right, thanks, Matt. A local healthcare provider is sounding the alarm over state budget cuts. The Institute of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation holding a meeting with local lawmakers today discussing how changes in state funding affect their patients and the public. With more than $1 billion in cuts in Governor Rauner's latest budget proposal, local health clinicians say the resulting burden on poorer patients will be overwhelming. They hope the state looks at spreading the cuts through all sectors and services.
Obviously, the state's in dire straits, but it's about balancing the budget. It's not just taking all the cuts in one area. You have to look at the bigger picture.
Organizers hope lawmakers and the public recognize the importance of the local healthcare system. City of Bloomington is expected to finalize its budget tonight. The city was looking at a $5 million deficit, but has since worked to balance it. It borrows around $1.5 million from reserves. City officials are calling it a Band-Aid solution, since next year the city faces a $7 million deficit. Fox 43's Jacob Peklo is at tonight's meeting, and we'll get an update from him a little bit later in the show. Fox 43 is your local election headquarters, and now there are 4. Hillary Clinton, the only candidate on the Democratic side, officially tossing her hat into the presidential ring on Sunday. Next name on the Republican side, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, making it official at a rally in Miami. Fox's Joe Waldman has more from Washington.
Marco Rubio wasted no time taking a swipe at his Democratic opponent, Hillary Clinton. Florida Senator Marco Rubio jumped into the race for president behind fellow Republican Senators Ted Cruz and Rand Paul. Rubio calling himself uniquely qualified, presenting himself as a formidable Republican alternative to 67-year-old Democrat Hillary Clinton.
And before us now is the opportunity to author the greatest chapter yet in the amazing story of America. But we can't do that by going back to the leaders and ideas of the past. We must change the decisions we are making
The former Secretary of State used a more unconventional rollout by announcing her second bid for president in a video message Sunday.
Everyday Americans need a champion, and I want to be that champion. It's your time, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
Clinton is trying to focus on the middle class and reducing income inequality. She'll also look to court Democrats who say she's not progressive enough while trying to avoid the view that her nomination is inevitable. The White House still is not ready to endorse her candidacy.
There are other people who are friends of the president who may at some point decide to get into the race.
Clinton will also need to answer questions about the use of a private email and server while Secretary of State unearthed during Republican-led investigations on the terror attack in Benghazi, Libya. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, yet to announce, also pounced on Clinton, saying the nation needs better than the failed foreign policy of the Clinton-Obama years. In Washington, Joel Waldman, Fox News.
Back in central Illinois, a Republican contender for former Congressman Aaron Schock's now empty seat is removing himself from the race. Attorney Mark Zalkman says Governor Rauner didn't allow enough time for candidates to collect voters' signatures to get on the ballot. Now you can see Zalkman's full statement on the matter by visiting our website, ciproud.com. A police officer in Oklahoma shooting and killing an unarmed man, but he says he thought he grabbed his taser. The latest on the charges he faces next. We'll be right back.
This is WYZZ Fox 43 News. First at 9. This portion of Fox 43 News is brought to you by Gailey Eye Clinic.
Life is full of adventure. Whether you're experiencing adventures in your own backyard or you're finding new adventures in far-off places, trust Gailey to make sure you're experiencing all the beauty life has to offer with clear vision. Answer the call as life invites you to enjoy yet another adventure. Whether you need new glasses and contacts, cataract surgery, or LASIK, Gailey can light the way to new trails ahead. For a location near you, visit GaileyEyeClinic.com. They're the only eyes you'll ever have. Trust Gailey to make sure they last a lifetime.
At Trouble Free, our focus is on training our technicians.
With a good, well-trained technician, the customer's going to feel comfortable up front. Then that's going to build trust. They can really open up to you. If you get in there with the proper training and you can build that relationship, I really think that that's extremely important. The specific individual training that we've been receiving is really helpful. Not just troubleshooting the system, but it's also makes you more confident as a technician.
For more information, go to TroubleFreeInc.com.
Right now, get any 2 large original or flatbread topping pizzas for only $20. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Real people, steel people. When it comes to quality, reliability, and value, they just won't compromise. This season, dependable steel trimmers start at just $129.95. And right now, purchase any Combi Motor Powerhead plus 1 attachment and receive a free Garage Combi Keeper. A $19.95 value. Find America's #1 selling brand at your local Steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
A police officer in Tulsa, Oklahoma says he thought he grabbed his taser during an undercover drug and gun sting. But now he's facing second-degree manslaughter charges because he shot and killed an unarmed man. It's making waves among racial activists after investigators released video footage of the entire incident last weekend. Here's a look at that footage now. In it, you see Eric Harris, a convicted felon, appearing to sell the undercover officer a 9mm pistol and ammunition. Harris makes a run for it when he sees more officers move in. Members of the Tulsa County Sheriff's Department take Harris down before Reserve Deputy Robert Bates yells "Taser," but instead fatally shoots Harris. An independent investigator says the video proves Bates did not mean to shoot his gun instead of his taser.
You can train someone as much as you can, and you train in every area that you can. But in times of crisis, sometimes training is not going to take you through the scenario.
It's called slip and capture. According to the investigator, it's when someone responds differently than normal when under extremely high pressure. Our own Marvis Herring spoke with Peoria's police chief about those situations.
At the Peoria Police Department, it's personal preference where you put your things on your duty belt, and that muscle memory helps you know if you're grabbing your taser or your gun.
Stop right here. Stop right here. Stop right here. Stop.
A drug and gun sting ended deadly. This man, Robert Bates, an insurance executive, former police officer, and Tulsa County Reserve deputy, fired the wrong weapon. His actions killed another man, Eric Harris. Peoria Police Chief Jerry Mitchell says his department has never had an incident like this one that recently happened in Tulsa. At the same time, he's heard of deadly slip and capture scenarios.
There's probably no mechanism in place anywhere that's going to prevent that from something like that happening all the time. You know, it's going to happen.
The biggest way to reduce it, Mitchell says, training.
It's got to be correct training, repetitive training.
The deadly shooting in Tulsa is just the latest police-involved incident to make national headlines. Dash cams, body cameras, and social media have made it nearly impossible for officers to avoid being taped. Is that changing anything for you guys?
No, it's important that I think the officers on the street realize that everything they do in their minds should be as if somebody's videotaping it. I would expect that video to show what we should be doing.
In Peoria, Marvis Herring, Fox 43 News at 9.
Chief Mitchell says incidents like this should not overly influence your opinion of police, especially in this area. He says you should base your perception off of your interaction with your local police. Jodi Arias will spend the rest of her life behind bars. A judge sentenced her today for the 2008 murder of her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander.
It is ordered. The defendant shall be incarcerated in the Department of Corrections for the rest of her natural life with no possibility of parole.
Arias was found guilty of first-degree murder back in 2013. 2 juries were deadlocked over whether to sentence Arias to life in prison or death. Due to those deadlocks, the death penalty was taken off the table. Before her sentencing, Arias said she was, quote, truly disgusted and repulsed with herself for what she did. Police in Britain releasing photos of the jewel thieves who pulled off a major heist at a building in London's Diamond District. Disguised as construction workers, they used trash bags and garbage cans to haul in heavy tools and haul out precious gems. They disabled an elevator on the 3rd floor and lowered themselves down the empty shaft before using a massive drill to get through a 6-foot-thick wall and into the vault. 2 men from State Line are documenting the tornado damage and recovery in Rochelle, Illinois in a unique way, taking hours and hours of drone footage. Fox 43's Dan Vasco spoke to them about why they believe it's so important after this tragic event to make an aerial record of it and send in the drones.
Video from a drone shows the mass destruction after an EF4 tornado struck the State Line area last Thursday night. Entire neighborhoods wiped out, and here in Fairdale, nearly the entire town saw their homes and businesses destroyed.
When I first got out there and saw the devastation, it was unbelievable.
Just total awe and disbelief.
Shane Erdman and Matt Swegger of Rochelle PC Solutions felt compelled to provide the public a view of the devastation through a unique lens, so they've flown drones over various disaster scenes.
What's unique about a drone is its ability to utilize the up-close and personal shot of typical photography while combining that with the large perspective of an aerial shot.
When they see the whole thing all at once, it really brings home just how bad it really is.
And just as importantly, their drone footage showcases how the community responded and banded together to help.
Our community actually came through very well. Very proud to be a part of this community and to be able to show what they did. And in our videos from Saturday and Sunday, you get to see a lot of that.
And it's more than just a piece of history. Erdman hopes to use it to benefit those hit by the tragedy.
It's what you can do with that data for the next few months, and who can utilize it. Insurance companies can utilize it. Homeowners can utilize it. It has such a great depth.
Rochelle PC Solutions is also offering free data recovery for those who had computers, phones, or other electronic devices damaged in the tornado. And Rachel, the scenes coming out of Rochelle and Fairdale, will they look familiar to those who lived in Washington a year and a half ago through the tornado? We just missed out on potentially some damage last week, too, with the tornado touching down nearby Peoria.
Yes, we did. We actually did have a reported rope tornado touchdown briefly, but no damage. We really got off in the clear last week. We were very lucky with that. And it looks like we are going to be lucky this week, too. No severe weather in the forecast, but we do have some rain coming later this week. I'll take a look at that after the break.
Green Chevrolet is having a first-come, first-served sale on only 11 vehicles. Malibu, Cruze, Impala, and the Equinox. They're getting a 15% GM rebate on those vehicles.
Now hold it right there. Green Chevrolet is even going to go bigger than that. 17% off. So that's $4,500 off of a Cruze, $5,300 off of Malibu, $4,900 off an Equinox, and $6,000 off of an Impala.
He's crazy. But it's only on those 11 models, and don't forget your $500 auto show rebate.
Grandpa says if I sell cars like Uncle Jeff, I'll never be rich. Sure, Eric, just think you'll make a lot of people happy.
Like my Uncle Jeff said, I was taught at a young age that the Green family strives to make our customers happy with great service and great savings. Incredible savings like $5,800 off our 2015 Fusion, $11,000 off the 2015 F-150. Green Ford is your F-150 headquarters, and nobody beats a green deal, so you gotta go to Green.
Your house, your castle, could be under attack by subterranean termites. Highly organized, termites exist to eat, reproduce, and feed their queen, who can produce millions of eggs. The Centricon system was developed to eliminate the queen and her colony. And research shows termites prefer Centricon to wood. Learn how to protect your home with Centricon.
Save big at Menards. How big? 11% big. This big. Bigger. 11% bigger. With 11% make it brighter. No, 11% brighter. Softer? 11% softer. Save 11% on blocks. Every block. Save 11% on appliances. All appliances. Save 11% on paint. That's right, all the paint. From this to this, or even this. There's no end to the possibilities with an 11% rebate on your entire purchase. Hurry in for big savings.
Pontiac on the Storm Tracker Skycam Network. Brought to you by Pontiac RV.
Now, your local weather authority, Fox 43 meteorologist Rachel Kay.
Well, we started off early this morning with some scattered thunderstorms, and then this afternoon we saw a mix of some sunshine and clouds. We're a little cloudy out there right now, but dry and quiet on our KBL Design Center Skycam. We actually ended up having a warm afternoon and evening with that earlier sunshine. Right now the winds are looking calm, and temperatures at the Peoria Airport are at about 57 degrees. Dew points lower as well. We hit a high this afternoon of 69, so not too bad out there for a spring day. But you can see this cloud cover building still through the area on Storm Tracker right now. Long line of storms that's been working its way through southern Illinois and into Indiana. This is with the cold front that passed through and brought us the thunderstorms earlier this morning, but we are dry right now, and we're going to stay dry as we go throughout the rest of the night tonight. It's looking like it's going to be a quiet night. That high cloud cover still sticking around. Our temperatures will slowly drop as we go throughout the overnight hours, and heading into tomorrow morning, it looks like we're going to wake up with lows actually a little bit cooler, right around the mid-40s, about 44 in Peoria and Bloomington, as cool as 39 in Galesburg, but I think most of us are going to stay in the 40s for a calm evening. Heading through tomorrow, we'll see some of that high cloud cover still continue through the area, but I think we'll see a little bit of sunshine peek through and some blue sky as well. Looks like right around noon we should hit the mid-60s. Highs tomorrow, most of us in the upper 60s, but the chance to hit 70, especially here in Peoria, where we tend to be a little bit warmer. But with this warm weather, allergies, it is that time of year. It's spring and things are blooming. Tomorrow we are going to have high allergy alert. Looks like the main pollens are maple, elm, and poplar as the trees are blooming for the next couple of days. In terms of the cloud cover, you can see future tracks still building that in. This is tomorrow right around noon. I think this is, as I said, going to be more of the high cloud cover, so we'll see some blue sky peeking through, but there is quite a bit of this cloud cover continuing through the overnight hours and into Wednesday. Here we are Wednesday around noon. Partly cloudy skies early in the day. Right now, Future Track is showing a system that we were expecting Thursday starting to work its way through southern Illinois a little bit earlier in the day on Wednesday. And I think by Wednesday night heading into Thursday, this is at midnight heading into Thursday, we're going to start to see some of these scattered showers work their way through central Illinois. Now we will have relatively calm winds for the day tomorrow. Those will also pick back up by Wednesday, along with these storm chances that are on their way. Winds Wednesday coming from the east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour across central Illinois. Wednesday should stay dry though. We'll hit highs in the upper 60s, a little bit cooler on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday I think are the main days where right now it looks like we'll see those storm chances working their way through. Highs on both days right around the 70-degree mark. Overall, it's really looking like it's going to be a very warm spring week. Highs not really dropping below the 60s until next week, where it looks like we might see some 50s working their way back in there.
That's not so much fun.
That's not so much fun, or that
No,
is?
the 50s. No, of course the 50s aren't that much
That's
fun.
still a whole week away. Maybe we'll bump those back up by the time it arrives.
See what you can do.
I'll work my magic
on that front. All right, thanks, Rachel. We'll be right back.
Get answers to your home improvement questions on CIProud.com. What exactly does Custom Bath Solutions do in bathrooms?
Custom Bath Solution does full bathroom remodels. We do from the smallest of projects to the biggest of projects. We can do anything custom as far as tile showers, walk-in bathtubs, paint, plaster, electrical, plumbing, handicap accessible showers. We'll do vanities, countertops, toilets, sinks, lavatory faucets, handheld showers, shower doors, any safety feature you can think of, grab bars, a slip-resistant coating on the bottom of your bathtub, and what we offer is safety in the bathroom, which allows you to stay in your home longer if you need to. At Custom Bath Solutions, if you can think of it, we can do it.
What should homeowners expect when working with Custom Bath Solutions?
Homeowners should expect a level of professionalism from Custom Bath Solutions. We'll start the project with you. We're going to be with you through the entire project, from the time of the sale until the project's completed. Our guys are factory trained. They've been doing this for 12 years. There isn't anything in a bathroom that we haven't overcome or can't fix. Any questions, we handle them. Any issues, we deal with them. If there's a problem, we get it taken care of. We want to make it easy for you.
What is the best way to get started with Custom Bath Solutions?
The best way to get started with Custom Bath Solutions is you can go to our website at custombathroomsolutions.com, and there's a form you can fill out. Put your information on there, and then a representative from our company will contact you. Or you can stop by our showroom in Washington and see our full-size displays and set an appointment at that time for somebody to come out to your home.
Your home is your castle, so visit your home network on CIProud.com.
Spend this summer in style, KBL style. From grills to patio furniture, KBL has the largest selection. Stop in today and we'll deliver it tomorrow. Yep, summer is just that easy at KBL.
Normal on the Storm Tracker Skycam Network. Brought to you by Cook's Auto Body.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
All right, it is spring, and that means construction season is in full swing, and there are a few road closures that could affect your commute. The eastbound lane of War Memorial between Rock Island Avenue and Adams Street will be closed until Friday. There will also be some lane closures on Town Line Road between University Street and Industrial Road. That'll last through May. Finally, Cloverdale Road between Krause and Old Galena will close tomorrow and will remain closed until August. A new street sign is honoring the life of a beloved artist from Peoria. The city is naming the intersection of Main Street and Flora Avenue after Mary Ruth Adams Ginn. It's the same block she lived on. Now, Ginn died about a month ago after falling in her home. Today, more than 100 community members came out to honor the popular sculptor, painter, and teacher.
Mary Ruth wouldn't have wanted any of this. She was a very quiet, introverted person, even though she contributed much to society. And I guess you'd get a kick out of the sign. I guess you would.
Some of Ginn's artwork can be seen as part of a collection at the Peoria County Courthouse. Other pieces are on display at the studios on Sheridan. A new exhibit honoring the legacy of the Caterpillar Dieselettes is now open. Girls of Summer display can be seen at the Caterpillar Visitor Center in Peoria. It includes a collection of photographs and artifacts like autographed softballs from the team. Now, the softball team was established in the 1930s, and the Dieselettes went on to become the longest continuous women's fast-pitch softball team in the nation. More than a dozen athletes from the team were on hand at the opening ceremony today.
Oh, it's fabulous to get it all put together, you know, all those little bits and pieces, and they put it into a story.
Jerseys and game balls and films. We've got 22 game films, about 400 videos, and more than 100 artifacts.
The team is now known as the Pekin-Letts. Several of the athletes who played for Caterpillar's team have been inducted into the National Softball Hall of Fame. The exhibit will run through the end of October. A recent outbreak of kennel cough is infecting dogs across the state. Still ahead, what you need to know to protect your four-legged friend.
You don't just take up their line of work. You have to tough out 8,000 hours of on-the-job training, survive 750 more in the classroom, the equivalent of a master's degree. Around these parts, there's no electrical job they can't handle. That is, when they're not coaching Little League or mowing their lawn. Trust the men and women of NECA and the IBEW to have what it takes.
Peoria on the Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by KBL Design Center.
Not everyone is destined to be an elite athlete, but for those with chronic knee pain, performing even the simplest task can be a challenge. Thankfully, ICPR has a solution. Proven up to 90% effective, ICPR's knee arthritis program delivers medicine to the exact point it's needed most. Now you can play harder, run faster, live fuller.
Limit the pain, not the activity. There's nothing like your natural knee.
Call for a free consultation.
A car accident can cause devastating physical injuries. Being hit by an under or uninsured driver can be just as devastating financially. I'm attorney Jim LaFonte. If you've been in an accident, call me. I know what it takes to fight for the compensation you deserve. I'm local, respected, and famous for getting my clients their fair share. Call me at 999-1111.
To schedule a free consultation, call 999-1111.
Whether you need a small repair or a whole new roof, Geyer Roofing has you covered. Our team of professionals will give your home or business the look and protection it needs while getting the job done on time and within budget. We value your business and offer quality craftsmanship at reasonable prices. So rest assured, with 2 generations of experience, Geyer Roofing has the know-how to get the job done right. There are a lot of roofers in Central Illinois, but what only the best will do, hire Geyer. Get your free estimate today.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
A regional superintendent of public schools is looking at a twofold solution to change the education experience for upperclassmen in high school. In McLean County, Mark Jontry says he wants to see schools continue to push career curriculum in the classroom. Jontry says it will help kids better prepare for their lives after high school, and it could even help with the problem of larger class sizes. He says the biggest challenge would be coordinating the schedules for so many students.
That could be somewhat limited by, you know, the available resources that are there in individual counties, and because it ultimately becomes a consideration about travel and transportation.
Jontry says the focus could be on getting students credit for college while they're still in high school and getting that internship experience on their resumes. The canine flu outbreak in Chicago has some animal lovers concerned right here in Peoria. 89 cases of the animal influenza are confirmed in Chicago, and the local animal shelter is worried it could make its way to the River City. Peoria has seen an increase in kennel cough, but no cases of the more extreme and highly contagious flu. Kennel cough and canine influenza are 2 different illnesses. Local animal shelter director says you should think twice now before traveling to the Windy City with your pets.
And as much as we like to take our pets with us when we go to common places like a dog park or even shopping or walking up and down the street and sitting at a cafe, I don't think I'd be doing that right now until this situation passes.
Along with avoiding the Chicago area, Peoria's animal shelter director says if your pet starts showing signs of the flu, like coughing, sneezing, or loss of appetite, you should be sure to visit your veterinarian. The brisk spring air floating through your bedroom window could be just what you need to get a good night's rest. Doctors say that's because our brains prefer to sleep in cooler climates. Fresh air can have a cooling effect, which can make you feel relaxed and comfortable. A slight drop in your body temperature when you hit the sack can signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. Other tips for a good night's sleep include taking a hot shower or bath before bed, setting a routine bedtime, not going to bed hungry, and keeping the cell phone or tablet out of the bedroom.
I think I fail on a lot of those
We probably
pieces of
all
advice.
do, but I always feel like if the room is warmer, it just puts me right to sleep.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like to sleep when I'm cold because then I just bundle up too much and I'm sitting there shivering. So I don't know. Whatever works for you. We are going to be cool tonight. I'll talk about your temperatures for the coming days and the rest of the work week after the break.
The Heartland Festival Orchestra presents Two Wicked Divas straight from Broadway. Don't miss it. Call or go online for tickets now.
Renewal by Anderson.
Say goodbye to your old drafty windows and hello to the energy efficiency of Anderson. Get ready for spring with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, buy one window and get one 40% off. Ask about special financing with payments as low as $149 per month. At Renewal by Anderson, we replace windows and doors all year round. And with our Energy Star certified products, we can help you save on your energy costs.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
Renewal by Anderson of Central Illinois.
Grandpa says if I sell cars like Uncle Jeff, I'll never be rich. Sure, Eric, just think you'll make a lot of people happy.
Like my uncle just said, I was taught at a young age that the Green family strives to make our customers happy with great service and great savings. Incredible savings like $5,800 off our 2015 Fusion, $11,000 off the 2015 F-150. Green Ford is your F-150 headquarters, and nobody beats a green deal, so you gotta go to Green.
It's Wright's Furniture's 62nd anniversary celebration. Store-wide savings on our great selection, including Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, Broyhill, and more. Spring Air back supporter mattresses, recliners from your favorite manufacturers, a huge selection of dining room and bedroom sets. Free delivery within 50 miles and 12 months interest-free financing with the Wright's card. Stop in now and see our many new arrivals with door prices. No purchase necessary. Wright's Furniture.
The right store for you. Wright's Furniture.
Life happens, and when it does, you need health coverage. Major life events like having a baby or getting married may qualify you to enroll at getcoveredillinois.gov.
East Peoria on the Storm Tracker Skycam Network. Brought to you by Borsberry Law Offices.
The Heartland Festival Orchestra presents Two Wicked Divas straight from Broadway. Don't miss it. Call or go online for tickets now.
Now, your local weather authority, Fox 43 meteorologist Rachel Kay.
Now, even though we started off early this morning, some of us waking up earlier than we wanted to with those thunderstorms, it really shaped into a nice afternoon. We're nice and quiet on our Gaia Roofing Skycam in Bloomington right now. We had a warm evening and winds are calming down as well right now. Bloomington Airport, Central Illinois Regional Airport in Bloomington picking up on winds at about 5 miles per hour, 57 degrees. Also much lower humidity, dew points in the 30s right now. Temperatures across the area, 57 in both Bloomington and Peoria, Lincoln and Havana as well. Looks like Galesburg and Peru are the coolest on the map at about 52 degrees, but we have a quiet night ahead of us. You can see on Storm Tracker all of this activity staying to our south and our east right now. This is what we saw earlier this morning. The storms have pushed their way out, moving very slowly, bringing quite a bit of rain to southern Illinois right now, but nothing severe on this line of storms. So just a quiet night of rain for southern Illinois, and here we're looking to be dry overnight. Lows will hit the mid-40s. We're going to hold on to those calm winds as we go throughout the overnight hours and actually heading into tomorrow as well. And tomorrow we'll see some of this cloud cover still stick around, mostly high clouds, so hopefully some of that sunshine will peek through, letting us warm up a little bit in the afternoon hours. Should be in the mid-60s by around lunchtime. Great day for recess for the kids, and tomorrow afternoon, highs of right around 70 degrees for Peoria. Now some of us will still be in the upper 60s. Looks like Peoria and Lincoln are the two most likely to hit the 70-degree mark, about 67 for us here in Bloomington tomorrow. Now, Future Track shows this cloud cover kind of sticking around as we go throughout the night tonight and into tomorrow. This is right around noon tomorrow. Like I said, these are going to be mostly high clouds, so hopefully we'll see some of that sunshine reaching its way through and some blue sky. But heading into Wednesday, some more cloud cover still building in. Will be partly cloudy to start off the day, mostly cloudy by around noon on Wednesday. And then some showers and storm chances are going to work their way in Wednesday evening, heading into early Thursday morning. This is Thursday right around 2 a.m. Now, the models haven't been doing a great job on picking up on the timing, kind of disagreeing, but I would say anytime from Wednesday evening throughout the day Thursday and into Friday as well, we'll have the chance for some scattered showers and storms. Obviously not a washout. You saw plenty of dry periods there on Future Track. Now here's a closer look at the winds as well. You can see tomorrow looking pretty calm for a nice quiet afternoon, but those are going to pick up as we head into Wednesday as well, coming from the east at about 15 miles per hour. Nothing too bad, but a little bit breezy ahead of those storm chances as well. Temperatures on Wednesday looking to be the coolest, but still not too bad, right in the upper 60s, about 67. We'll be back up to the low 70s on Thursday and Friday. Here's a look at your full 8-day outlook, and you can see overall we're talking pretty warm temperatures throughout the rest of this week and the weekend as well. Looks right now like we might cool off a little bit heading into the following week. We'll keep a closer eye on that. I know Paul not looking forward to the 50s, so hopefully by the time that rolls around we'll bump the temperatures up a little bit more.
Yeah, I think plenty of people watching would agree that
60s
we're past the 50s.
Are better than 50s?
Yeah, we're past the 50s now. It's spring. We can try to enjoy the warmer weather that we've had on and off. Let's try to keep it warm.
I agree. We'll see what we can do.
All right, thanks, Rachel. Now let's check in with sports. Here's Kurt Pegler.
Colton Underwood is trying something new this summer. In our Fox First Sports, the former ISU All-American is conducting a football clinic in his hometown of Washington, and it won't be your typical camp. Underwood, who plays for the San Diego Chargers, says he's bringing NFL players to be his instructors at the one-day clinic. We'll share the details ahead in sports.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria, 10 minutes from anywhere.
Hi, I'm Paul, your local Window World owner. People know us as home of the 189 window, but that's just the beginning.
We install insulated, energy-efficient siding too. You might say, so what? A lot of companies install siding, but Window World siding comes with something unique.
That's right, energy-efficient form-fitted foam.
It's easy to stand behind something that's brand new. Standing behind your work forever, that's the Window World difference.
Window World, simply the best siding for less.
Guaranteed.
Need your garage door or garage door opener repaired or replaced? Call the specialists at NationServe. NationServe is the name you can trust for timely service and quality products. We respond promptly when you call and work quickly and efficiently so you can get on with your day without delay. When it comes to servicing or replacing garage door systems, no one does it better or faster than NationServe. Call NationServe of East Peoria today at 309-694-1100 or visit nationservepeoria.com.
The best part about going to Bart Optical is
trying on so many fashionable frames, or
fitting me with the most comfortable contact lenses,
or the skilled optometrists, helpful staff, and family-friendly prices.
Come in now and get your eye health exam, glasses, and sunglasses for just $129. Or how about an exam, contacts, and glasses for $149? Bart Optical, vision for life.
You can't predict the future unless you've got Frontier. You'll pay the same price for internet 3 years from now, guaranteed. What else does your future hold? How about fast, reliable speeds and no contract? With Frontier, it's easy to see. The future's looking pretty darn sweet.
Get the deal of the future today. High-speed internet for just $19.99 a month with qualifying phone service. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
The owner of a restaurant in Oklahoma is reaching out to one particularly hungry customer. And the mother and chef says it broke her heart to discover someone was probably eating food from her trash. But instead of reporting the dumpster diver, Shelly Mills explains how she's offering support.
I needed to find food that my daughters would absolutely love.
Here at PB Jams, sandwiches of all types are on the menu. While most customers use the front door, owner Ashley Duran recently noticed someone was eating out of this dumpster behind her sandwich shop.
Last week I had noticed that some bags, when I had taken out the trash, were torn open and some of the food was kind of taken out.
While many may ignore those signs, Ashley simply couldn't.
That really, it hurt me that someone had to do that.
So she put this sign on the dumpster and at the front door, telling whomever was eating from her trash that they're a human being and worth more than a meal from a dumpster. The sign goes on to say the person is welcome to come in for a meal free of charge.
I think it's a pretty generous act.
And I will not take down that sign until they come in.
Ashley knows Pride may keep that person away. However, she's hoping they will take her up on this offer. She says it's the least she can do for someone who is obviously down on their luck.
I think we've all been in that position where we needed somebody's help, and we just needed somebody to extend that hand. And if I could be just that one person to extend that hand to another one human being and make their day just better, then I will definitely do it.
PB Jams has only been open a few months, but Geron says she just recently noticed someone had taken food from the trash. It's a fast food breakfast war between McDonald's and Taco Bell, and it could benefit you. McDonald's is now offering a free Egg McMuffin to customers in exchange for a Taco Bell breakfast receipt. But there's a catch, actually two. One, you have to eat at Taco Bell first, and for now, that promotion only available this week at some locations in Pennsylvania. Some friendly competition is coming to Tazewell County this week as officers gear up for the Battle of the Badges blood drive. It's between the Pekin Fire and Police Departments and the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office. It's happening this Wednesday from 7 in the morning until 5 p.m. It's at the Pekin City Council Chambers on South Capitol Street. You can schedule an appointment by calling 477-2388, but walk-ins are also welcome. All donors will receive a free Battle of the Badges t-shirt. The City of Bloomington hammering out a budget at City Council tonight. We have the latest from the meeting. Stay with us.
Most accidents can be prevented with the simplest of measures, such as turning off your phone when you start your car, or simply driving in the right lane as much as possible. I'm attorney Jim LaFonte. I want you to avoid injuries, but if you are in an accident, I'm here to help you. I'm local, respected, and famous for getting my clients their fair share. Call me at 999-1111.
To schedule a free consultation, call 999-1111.
There is no time to waste. Get Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. This is the best internet offer of the year, so get started for $19.99 a month. Or ask about other packages and get the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. Plus, get Norton Security Suite online protection at no extra cost. Call 1-800-XFINITY to get a great offer on Xfinity Internet. Or ask how to get started for as low as $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America. Check out America's best-selling brand of utility vehicles.
I absolutely love the EcoBoost Explorer.
The power feels great. You don't gotta do it yourself? Wow, I like that.
I think the Edge is perfect.
It's fast, great on gas. It really felt like I was driving a 6.
The front camera, that's phenomenal. I don't think you're gonna get me out of this car.
Take the EcoBoost Challenge at your Ford dealer, and for a limited time, get an Explorer with 0 for 60 plus $750 competitive owner cash, or lease one for only $289 a month.
It feels good to be in tune with your environment, to see its true beauty, experience its tranquility. What cannot be seen is often most beautiful. Phantom screens are out of sight until you need them. Their true beauty is that they are not screens. They are phantom screens.
Call Dillman Brothers, your local authorized Phantom dealer, or visit DillmanBrothers.com.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
District 150 is taking action to enhance its anti-bullying rules. The move comes after an unfunded state mandate. New rules place higher burdens on admin and teachers regarding how bullying cases are handled, including cyberbullying, even if it does not occur on school property. For example, if a student is at home and is bullied on social media, and a teacher or administrator finds out, a report must be filled out, forming a record of that event. The hope is to improve student behavior and decrease overall incidents of bullying.
We're trying to respond to things that impact the school setting and our students and our faculty and our staff, but we're not social media police here. We're trying to do the things that help keep our students safe.
The board also discussed the pending budget shortfall, including the possibility of larger class sizes and cutting some elite programs. It's been a long time coming as the city of Bloomington finalizes its budget for the new fiscal year. And while it may be balanced now, as Fox 43's Jacob Peklo explains, the real work is still to come.
City leaders in Bloomington are already looking to the future. That's because they know the deficit will balloon to $7 million next year.
If we're going to continue to provide the level of services that we're providing, we're going to have to find a way to pay for them.
Monday night, before council could even finalize its latest plan, residents were speaking out, saying the cuts are misguided at best.
It was Universal was concerned about more taxes. Everybody sees them. And it's enough.
Bloomington hasn't raised property or sales taxes in the last 5 years, but Silva says that should now be an option. Residents are still saying other fees are getting to them, though.
At a point in time, I'm paying taxes to watch TV at home with the entertainment tax. Paying tax to go to the grocery store.
On Monday night, the Bloomington City Council capped off months of work on its budget. Although the budget is balanced this year, some are just calling it a Band-Aid solution for what lies ahead in 2017.
To buy some time to allow the council to really decide what types of services they want to provide, or if they're inclined to raise any revenues, that was the intent of this budget.
Not much change between the last work session in March and Monday night's meeting, at least in terms of cuts. But the city now will face the cold reality of its decisions.
It's not sustainable because that use of fund balance to balance the budget is not, a great practice to repeat.
Our Rounders budget is calling for major cuts, which is going to hurt. And these aren't small changes. There can be major impacts to programs that people love and need and expect from the city.
In Bloomington, Jacob Peklo, Fox 43 News at 9.
Council hopes to start working on the new budget early this summer. That way, they can have things ready ahead of time, allowing them to set the property tax levy for the year. Well, it looks like the third time wasn't the charm for the solid waste plan, though. The latest proposal would have cost residents $25 for every bucket picked up from the curb, unless they dropped it off at the office for free. Pickup also would have been reduced to every other week. The city started with a $3 million deficit from solid waste, but hoped to close it with a new waste plan. Tonight's proposal didn't get enough votes, but still the goal remains the same: to create more efficiency.
If we can do things better and by having less people going down more streets at a time, then we can reduce the cost of it. So that efficiencies will help us.
If a new streamlined system begins, Rasmussen says they would like to maintain their workforce. Employees would likely be reassigned to other open spots within the city. The Cardinals playing their home opener in front of a record crowd today. Kurt Pegler has sports right after the break.
Fox 43 News at 9 is brought to you by Pizza Hut.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
Real people, steel people. When it comes to quality, reliability, and value, they just won't compromise. This season, dependable steel trimmers start at just $129.95. Hardworking steel blowers start at just $149.95. Find America's #1 selling brand at your local steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com.
Enjoy some prime time and Table 19. All-you-can-eat prime rib dinner special every Friday and Saturday night. Make your reservations now at the Peoria Marriott Pere Marquette in the heart of downtown Peoria.
Think spring. Think Spring Green. Call now to set up expert lawn care for your home or business. Spring Green has an A+ Better Business rating, and our regular customers come back year after year. For all your lawn care questions, visit our website and think spring. Think Spring Green.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
Now, Fox 43 Sports with Kirk Pegler.
You might know some Cardinal fans who called in sick today, almost as if it's a national holiday in St. Louis. Home opener for the Redbirds, and the Cards bring out all the heavy hitters: Lou Brock, Tony La Russa, Red Schoendienst, Whitey Herzog, Ozzie Smith among the Cardinal greats in attendance. Nearly 50,000 at the ballpark today. Cardinals down a run in the 4th inning. Adam Wainwright is bunting. Runners out at 3rd, but Milwaukee's Gene Segura throws it away. That allows the tying run to score. Cardinals are down 3 runs, rallying in the 8th. 2 aboard for Johnny Peralta. His ball is misplayed by Ryan Braun. In right field, 2-runner score, but the Brewers hang on and spoil the party. 5-4 the final. Cubs and Reds are tied 6-6 in the 9th inning tonight at Wrigley Field. We've got highlights upcoming on WMBD 31 Sports at 10:20. Former White Sox slugger Jim Thome in town over the weekend for induction into the Greater Peoria Sports Hall of Fame. The former Limestone and ICC slugger now has a front office job with the White Sox, aside from his duties at home being a husband and a father.
I get to, experience what it's like to almost have a teenage daughter. I have a 7-year-old son that loves sports, so he's constantly needs my attention. And I also love being able to take my wife to dinner during the summer, where for years I was never able to do that. I was playing.
Tome's still 2 years away from being eligible for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Big high school baseball matchup today. Washington at Metamora. Redbirds pitcher Jeremy Guerrero has his strikeout pitch working. Gets one of 10 strikeouts there. Runs hard to come by. The Washington defense picks off this base runner. Cole Cook is the first baseman. Down to second. Jared Watkins applies the tag. But Guerrero is the story. He took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. He shuts out Washington on 1 hit. Metamora 1 and the Panthers nothing. New Bradley basketball coach Brian Wardle building his staff, hiring 3 assistants today. Drew Adams comes to BU from his assistant's job at New Mexico, while Jimmy Foster and Rick Carius follow Wardle from his staff at Green Bay. Former ISU All-American football player Colton Underwood announces he's going to conduct a 1-day football camp in his hometown of Washington on June 27th. It'll be a free camp for 1st through 8th graders, and he plans on bringing about a dozen NFL players to town to be the instructors.
There's been basketball camps throughout the whole entire central Illinois, but there's nothing along the lines of professional football players, putting together a clinic like this. So, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of young kids out there, and sharing my passion for the game with them.
Registration for the camp opens on Wednesday at ColtonUnderwood.com. There's room for 400 youth football players. And with your First on Fox Sports, I'm Kurt Pegler.
C&R Carpet Pekin is rolling out huge savings during our warehouse clearance sale. Everything must go. No reasonable offers refused. Prices will never be this low again. When it's gone, it's gone. It's our biggest warehouse sale ever at C&R Carpet in Pekin.
Peoria Siding and Window. It's the name Central Illinois homeowners have trusted for more than 35 years. Windows, doors, siding, roofing, sunrooms. We do it all. Start your worry-free home experience with one call to Peoria Siding. Maybe you've wanted that new deck, pergola, patio cover, or awning. Get your home ready to enjoy the beautiful outdoors.
Peoria Siding and Window. You've got a friend in the business.
Right now, get any 2 large original or flatbread topping pizzas for only $20. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Life happens, and when it does, you need health coverage. Major life events like having a baby or getting married may qualify you to enroll at getcoveredillinois.gov.
Get a 16 cubic foot chest freezer or 14 cubic foot frost-free upright freezer. Your choice, $3.99 while quantities last. UFS, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
Run away here with me.
This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. And the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't. So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Jeep Cherokee Latitude front-wheel drive for $199 a month.
Your news continues now. This is Fox 43 News. First at 9.
Finally tonight, check this out, about 500 corgi dogs invading a beach in Southern California, enjoying the feeling of some sand in their paws. No doubt there was plenty of sand on corgi bellies, too. It's because the lowriders are known for their short legs and fluffy coats. Owners and fans of the waddling breed celebrated the annual SoCal Corgi Beach Day on Saturday. The event included doggy costume and even limbo contests. I don't know how a tiny dog does a limbo, but
I mean, it must not be very hard. Just they're so small.
just slide under there.
That made me laugh. They're cute, but probably a mess to clean up afterwards.
If they're covered in sand, yeah. Now, it'd be nice to be able to go to the beach, not quite warm enough here yet.
Yeah, you know, I'd go to the beach when it's 70 degrees out, and we have some 70s ahead of us. It's actually looking like it's going to be a pretty nice week. Here's one last look at your 8-day outlook. Looks like tomorrow we have the chance to hit 70. Wednesday, a little bit cooler, and Thursday, Friday right now not looking like beach days. Looks like we might see some scattered storms work their way through again.
All right, thanks, Rachel. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Don't forget, we're always on CIProd.com. Good night.
Good night.